Several people are dead and dozens are missing after a 7.7 magnitude earthquake hit Myanmar. Officials there are searching for survivors amid the destruction and leveled buildings. The quake even knocked pagodas outside this temple off their foundation, but thankfully didn't completely topple them. Now parts of Myanmar and Thailand are under states of emergency as aftershocks hit and as rescuers search for those survivors. ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore is tracking that story for us. Marcus, what's the latest?
Well, hey, Diane, good morning. We are still getting a grasp of the enormity of all of this, but extraordinary pictures are coming in out of Thailand where this powerful earthquake toppled a skyscraper and sent people scrambling out of buildings. In fact, I want to go to a piece of video from a dash cam today. This is from a car that was driving on a highway when you can see in the distance a building collapsing. There is a rescue operation underway as I speak to you right now at the site of that 30-story skyscraper that was under construction. It has now collapsed, and there are reports that dozens of workers may be trapped in the rubble there. And as you mentioned, this was a 7.7 magnitude quake that was centered in Myanmar, but the shaking was felt across the region. We've seen water that could be seen sloshing out of rooftop pools. And in Myanmar, a well-known bridge in Mandalay also collapsed into a river. There are reports of at least one powerful aftershock as strong as 6.4. And Diane, I can tell you, I've covered earthquakes in California and Turkey, and the aftershocks can be just as terrifying as the initial earthquake. Train services have been stopped as a result of this, and a state of emergency declared in Bangkok. And this was a shallow earthquake, Diane, reportedly at a depth of about 6 miles. So while we're still getting an idea of the damage, it could be quite extensive, but we're still getting clarity on just how bad it is. As you know, Diane, it's difficult to get information out of Myanmar right now, so the full picture of the situation right there is unclear, but as the hours pass, we'll get a better understanding really of the scale of this disaster, Diane.
All right, Marcus Moore, thank you. And let's bring in Michelle Moody, who felt the earthquake all the way in Bangkok. Michelle, you say you were driving to get lunch with your girlfriend when it hit. Did you realize it was an earthquake right away?
Not at first. At first, I thought it was just a big truck going by because I was on a really busy road. But then after about 10 seconds and it was still going, they were like, oh my God, this is an earthquake.
Now, earthquakes are rare.
Pretty insane.
Earthquakes are rare in Bangkok and Thailand in general. So how did people react to it? Did you feel like you knew what to do?
I lived in DC in 2011 with the earthquake there, and being an American, I had an idea of what to do, but most people were just running around kind of crazy and just trying to escape buildings. So as quick as they possibly could.
What's it like there now?
If you look outside, I live on a really big road called Sukhumvit Road, and all you see is people walking home right now because all the trains are closed down. I had a friend who ended up walking, I think she said like 10 kilometers to get to her parents' place, and that was closer than where her actual condo is.
Are people scared now? Are they worried? Aftershocks, that kind of thing?
Yes, people are definitely worried, and people I'm seeing on my friends on Instagram damage to people's condos and stuff like that. I am fortunate that there's no damage to mine, and I live in a high rise, so definitely fear of aftershocks are something I'm worried about.
Michelle, were you, how surprised were you when this hit? And do you think this will create any change there in terms of preparation?
I don't know about change in preparation. I just hope that more building codes will be better in the future. But people took it really seriously. I was right next to Central World, and I was right at a light right before it, which is Central World is a huge mall. And they had evacuated the mall very quickly. I was passing it about 8 minutes after the actual quake. And there were announcements saying that they were completely closing down the mall and everyone just needed to get home. However, I think all the cars are still left there as well, just to be safe. So they took it very seriously and moved people away from the buildings as fast as possible.
All right, Michelle Moody in Bangkok. Thanks, Michelle. Stay safe.
All right, thank you.